Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another Dragon Ball Legends video, and before we start, this is going to be a fun video. So basically, if you read the title, kind of a play on what people will be doing in the Smash Bros community, how we rank the Sparkins, but based on the actual ultimate skill. So this is actually the skill that Gohan uses when you push your main ability and you get that cool cinematic ultimate, which you can use. So not every Sparkin has this, so we're going to go through in order from release of Sparkins and rating them based on what they look, not what they actually do, or like damage wise. So the gameplay was actually taken from JGamer's YouTube channel, who does quick little videos of what the character does. Just easier for me to go in there and just use the gameplay quickly just to show the ultimate skill. So yeah, if you're new, subscribe. Gonna be doing a couple more of these actually. They're pretty fun to do. I think next I might do the actual like finishers, like when you win the game, they do like that little cool pose and rating all the Sparkins and that. But if you do go and join, hit the like button because it helps out a lot, and comment on what I should do too, because we're going to do some of these in the future, so let's get into it. Okay, so starting off, going along with the release of the actual game, the first character that actually got an ultimate skill was SSG Super Saiyan 1 Goku. I'll cut to the gameplay right now. Back then it was cool, but comparing it to some of the others, it's not the most flashiest. He does kind of cool stuff, so it's not complete trash, but it's somewhat decent, but it's also bad, so we're going to place it in E tier. I think that's actually kind of set the standard of what we're looking for in terms of ultimate skills. The second character to get added to the game was actually legendary Super Saiyan Broly, who I actually managed, still haven't pulled yet, so hopefully with the banner he returned in now, which is actually 2 of them, hopefully I can pull him at least once to get him at least. But yeah, this guy was added to the game second, and he was the one that featured the new ultimate skill. However, I do think it's a bit lackluster how, you know, if you see him, his ultimate skill, well, his ultimate in Dragon Ball Fighters, you can tell like the massive explosion is really big. And if you look at the new Broly now, how he's got a massive death ball type of thing, and the new one kind of looks like a little plebby little ball. I think if it was a bit bigger, then it would have been a lot better, but, you know, we're going to play the clip for you right now. And with that being said, because of the ultimate skill, we're being pretty lame, because the ball wasn't as big as I liked it to be. I want to place it in E tier. And I think it's a decent spot for him, because once again the ball's kind of crappy. Moving on, next we have SSJ Trunks, so the second character we got, and his is I think it's just a bit better than Goku's because he's got a sword, kind of like a cool animation how you see him swipe as if he's swiping you. I'm gonna play it now. I think it's not the worst, but it's also a bit better than Goku, so I don't think it belongs in E tier, so we're going to put it in D tier, because it's an alright one. It's kind of flashy, it kind of like evolved from what Goku was, and I think it fits well with D tier. Moving on to the next one, we have a Perfect Form Cell, not be confused with the new one we just got today. He kind of just does kicks in the air and it kind of comes down. I mean, you can kind of debate where he should be, but I'm going to show the clip right now. So I think it's a decent one, but once again I don't think it's anything special. It just does a Kamehameha and kicks in the air. So we're going to put it in E tier because it's not the best one. I think it's similar to Goku's. Moving on to one of the first exclusive characters that we got in the Legends Rising character, which was Gohan Youth, so SSJ 2 I believe. Honestly, easily the worst one we've gotten like at the start. Straight away it's going to go in F tier. I'm going to show the gameplay now. So he pretty much does a kick, pretty much his red card, swings around and then punches you. It's lame. It was pointless to just fly around. You could have just done something else. It was kind of pointless to what he just did. So that's going to be the standard for F tier. It's just nothing special. He just some punches. And that's pretty much it. Moving on to our fifth unit that we got, which was Final Form Frieza. who actually is actually not bad. I'll play the clip right now. So going on to it, he's gonna place him in C tier. It is a lot better than what we've gotten so far. He does like a little kick, kind of push you down, then he does a massive beam and then the massive explosion. Overall, it's a decent one, and I think it's kind of mid tier, and we're gonna put him in C because I mean, overall, it's the best one we've gotten so far, and it's still to this day is pretty decent. Not the best, but it's all right. Moving on, we got the next Breaking Boundary banner, which featured Super Trunks and Super Vegeta. Unfortunately, Super Trunks didn't have one, but Super Vegeta did. So his skill is pretty good, actually. It's not the worst one. He does a couple moves, which is iconic for the character during that time. And then he does his final flash, so I'm playing for you right now. Okay, yeah, so, you know, it's he does two moves in one, so that's why it's gonna get a little more points, but once again, it's nothing too flashy or special, so he's gonna go into D tier. D tier is definitely a good spot for him because you look at Trunks, and then, you know, it's not the flashiest one, but overall is better than E tier and F tier, so he's gonna stay in there. Next, we have everyone's favorite, Super Gogeta. He was the next person to get released who had the ultimate card, and his is pretty cool actually. It does a couple hits, then he does a backflip, and you kind of get like a cool zoom in his face, and the Soul Punisher. So overall, I think it is decent. So I'm playing now. So yeah, it's pretty similar to Frieza's. It could be a bit better than Frieza's. So bear in mind, this actually is an order of like release. So Gogeta is going to go in C tier, even though he's next to Frieza. It doesn't mean it's better than Frieza, it's just they're kind of like equal together. Okay, now moving on, we got the space-time character who was Super Saiyan Gotenks, who easily is a really good one, so I'll play it for you right now. Now, apart from me being a bit biased, I do like Gotenks a lot. Not my favourite character, but it's so cool. He spawns in, he spits out his ghost. It does a cool animation where you see him charge towards him, and then he does a little pose at the end. So I think that kind of sets a standard of what S tier should be. So we're going to put him in S tier because the pose at the end just wins it for you, really. Okay, so moving on to SS3, Goku, who pretty much is a exact replica of the first Goku, but instead of he does an interest mission, which is a lot better than what that Goku was. So he don't belong in D tier, so we're gonna put him in C tier because it's a bit flashy, but because it is a exact copy of the first Goku, it doesn't belong anywhere above C. So I'll play it for you right now. So yeah, he could stay in C tier. I think everyone else can agree on that. Just the fact it's a copy, it's not the best one. Okay, so this can be a bit of a debatable one, but we actually have Majin Vegeta. So we actually do look at his ultimate card when he spawns it in. It is the exact same like icon compared to Self-Destruct 16, who you'll notice it seems Chaozu is like a purple one. This one actually is the ultimate skill, so he's gonna go in this. And obviously, it's nothing special. We've all seen it, but I'll play it for you right now. So yeah, it's pretty cool, but once again, it's pretty. It don't do anything apart from just explode. So it's just pretty much gonna go in F tier because hardly a move. Just he stands there and smiles. I do like it, but I think everyone else can agree that it shouldn't belong anywhere else. Only in F tier. Okay, after that point, we did get our first Legends Road character, which was Goku Youth, who has a really good one. He kind of pushes himself up with his Kamikaze and then punches through his chest, and especially with the newest update they did a while ago, they actually did make the the Great Ape a lot bigger, so you can see it more clear now. And honestly, I think it's pretty sick, and it matches his actual art. So I'll play it for you right now. It's super close to S tier, but once again, I think because you don't need anything like special or funny, like how Gotenks posed at the end, I'm actually going to put him in A tier. You know, it definitely belongs above C, and because of what it does and like how they changed it a bit, it definitely belongs in A, not B. Next one to come to the game was Super Saiyan Bardock, who is a really good unit, but once again, his ultimate is pretty meh. Especially the voice acting he does in it, it's not the best, and he just he does some hits and then vanishes, and then does stand still. It's pretty cool, but once again, I don't think it's anything comparable to Gogeta's or Frieza's or even that new Goku. So I'll play the clip right now for you. So yeah, it's not anything special. It's cool, but nothing great. It kind of used to seeing that certain level of animation in things, and it was kind of honestly disappointing to see. So we're gonna put it in D tier because it's I don't want to compare it, or it's not comparable to Frieza's or Gogeta's in my opinion. So we're gonna keep them there. Okay, so moving on to the first two units, we're gonna group together because obviously everyone's favorite Broly, Fury and Super Saiyan Broly, they're pretty much the exact same apart from just the hair color. So you know, it's cool. He swings around with his arm. I'm sure everyone's seen it. He was OP for a while and still is. So I'll just play it for you. It's cool. If you watched the movie, you know he could have done something better in my opinion at least. So we're just going to put him in B tier, since it's an empty group, and it's not, I don't think it's better than Goku's. I mean, you've Goku, and definitely better than C, so I think they actually do fit well into B tier. Next character, which people haven't actually probably seen as much, because, actually, you know what, people are probably getting now, actually, since he's in the ticket banner, it is Beerus. So, nothing special, he kind of just does a kick, and then a backwards, forward kick, kicking all his bubbles. Like I said, it's nothing special with camera work, it's just a couple hits, and it suits the character, obviously, but I'll play it for you right now.
Before creation comes destruction. Nothing I can
do. So yeah, like I said, it's nothing special, it's just him doing some moves, and you might actually get confused with an ultimate card rather than an ultimate skill. So I think he fits well into D tier, because it's definitely not better than anyone in C, and it's better than pretty much everyone below that. So moving on, we have Super Saiyan God Goku. Now, I actually realized one, I don't know why, it's nothing special, but this is the first time I actually start doing some camera work, if you get what I mean when you see it now. So yeah, you notice at the end, he does that flash, when it kind of changes angles when he does it and repeats it 3 times. Nothing special, because he just kicks him in the air and just does a upwards Kami-Kami-R, and I actually do like it, just the way that you can see him floating at the end. And I think it belongs in B tier. Definitely something special since he was the first one to get the 3 camera angles, and it fits well in B tier. Next on our list we had a space-time character, which was Super Saiyan Gohan. So Super Saiyan Future Gohan with one hand, even though he doesn't use it. I think his is pretty good, so we're gonna play it for you right now. So yeah, it's you know, it's kind of a meme at this point how he just does backflips even though he's in midair. You know, that's super stylish. It doesn't belong in S tier, but it's super close, so we're gonna put him in A tier, just for the fact he does some backflips, just styling on the enemy, and it's definitely one of the best ones we've gotten so far. Next on the list we have Final Form Coora or Coora. It's good. I'll play it for you right now. So it's very similar. I know he does it in the movie and it's like his thing, but it's very similar to Frieza's. So it'd be kind of an insult if I were to place anything hide and seek, since him and Frieza is pretty much almost identical. How do you do a hit and then they just charge up the death ball and then let it go, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, he fits well in C tier. I think he fits well with Frieza, so we're gonna keep him there. Moving on to the female banner, we have everyone's favorite girl, Chi-Chi. I think everyone wasn't expecting her to have a cool one, but I honestly think she's pretty sick. She charges towards you with a fan, and then there's a massive tornado, and you know, that could have been it, but I like the way you can see the hits, like how they stack up, and then she like swirls around. You can see the person swirl around in the tornado, so I think that's pretty good. I'll play for you right now.
I'll never forgive you. How about
I guess it gets bonus points for the fact that it does a lot of hits in it, and it sounds so satisfying to hear when they're flying around the tornado, just getting hella hits, and I think this is why it deserves A tier. One of the more unique ones, since it won just a Kamehameha. It was more something unique, like how Super Saiyan Gohan had his. He just did a Kamehameha, but the fact that he did backflips is kind of fresh, and it's well deserved enough in A tier. Moving on, we have the next female who was actually part of it, and it's Bulma. So I think hers is pretty cool, so I'm gonna play for you right now.
time to get serious? Eat this! Now you've really done it!
So yeah, another really good one coming out from the females. She flies towards you doing some mad 360s, barrel rolls, tumbling forward, and then hits you in the face with her legs. We've all seen the memes from that, and then she does a massive laser beam blast at the end, who actually does really big laser beam, and I think it's super close to S tier again, but I think it fits well in A, just because it's nothing unique like how Gotenks had his. So yeah, it's another really good one, so we're gonna place it in A. Coming on near the end of the actual thing, we have Ultimate Gohan, a very recent one we got from the Space Time banners, and once again Gohans are lacking. I'll play for you right now. So yeah, as you see, he kind of it's very similar to the first Super Saiyan Gohan, how he just does a fly around. It's not the best. He hits you in the sky, push you down, and then Kamehamehas. It's not the best thing, so I even think that the first Goku was better than that. So we're going to put him in F tier with Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan Gohan, because it's nothing special. We just hit you in the air. It's kind of pointless, if I'm being honest. Last but not least, we are moving on to the final two. So we all know who these two are. It is the new Gohan and then the new Perfect Cell. So we're going to start with Perfect Cell first. He actually does have a really good one. It does suit his style, and we're going to play for you right now. So yeah, it is Cell's ultimate. It's what he should have had been from the start. Definitely a big improvement to what E-tier Cell was, and I think it deserves an A. Maybe people might not agree with me on that one. It's the animation is pretty cool how it zooms out like how it should be, and then the camera work's pretty cool, but once again it is nothing. Oh no, it's special. A tier is a good tier to be in, so we're gonna place them in there. Last but not least, we have Super Saiyan 2 Father or Son Kamehameha Gohan. Easily the best ultimate skill we have in the game, just for the fact it has a legendary finish. Now, even though it doesn't have that, I think it still deserved a S tier, so I'm going to play it for you right now. So yeah, like I said, just judging it based on the actual ultimate skill itself, it actually is a really good one, and I think it does deserve an S tier, because it's the first character we had that actually has two characters in one ultimate skill, but especially with the ultimate finish, or was it legendary finish, we have introduced a new mechanic into the game, and it's, I think everyone else can agree, this is the best one in the game and deserves a spot on S tier. Alright, and that concludes all the ultimate skills in the game. I don't think I missed anyone. I'm pretty sure I got everyone here. Let me know what you think. I think this is a fairly fair list. I think people might put Cell in S tier and maybe move around 1 or 2 units, but I think this is fairly a decent one. But yeah, this isn't in order of like ranking, how Gohan is the second one on S tier, just the fact he came out after, he's going to be placed later on the list. So it doesn't mean Gotenks have got the best one in the game, it's just the way they got released. So that is it for today's video, guys. If you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. It's a very long one. Comment down below if you want to give me an idea of what to do next. I think I want to do the poses next, how when you win a game it does the win screen and you get to see a pose. I think they're pretty cool ones, and we all know who's probably going to win that one. So thank you guys for watching. Peace.